I do believe that you all spoke very eloquently and fluently in regards to whatever position you hold. However, during the presentation that I have, I would ask that you remove your position in your title, because sometimes it blinds you from the humanistic aspect that your title is also affecting. So I'm speaking for students and those who hold license in this industry that don't come to the meeting, that wasn't even aware of any of the political red tape that goes on. Can I get an agreement for us to all listen as humans?
Yes.
All right. So I wrote my thoughts down so that I am sure that I didn't miss anything. Because I know a lot of times whenever we're going through things, you may snuffle out the voice due to the emotion that may be attached to it. But since we're humans, I would ask that you give me this grace. I was treated unfairly by the merged board of cosmetology and barbering. And it was very clear that one hand didn't know what the other hand was doing. There's no excuse for how the students and those who hold licenses have been handled since this happened. When the two boards merged, we trusted the legislator to ensure that the right people will be put in places for our state's success. This is not happening. Here's the issues that we face. The merger itself should deeply consider the difference in both professions and the way they are governed, regulated, tested, and scored. Now, I'm a teacher by nature, so I have an image here. And for those of you who can't see what this image is, this is an image of one instructor sitting at a station. But we have a bird, a monkey, a penguin, an elephant, a fish, a walrus, and a dog. And the instructor says, for a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. Do we have a problem here?
Yes.
In my common sense tells me the monkey would win. Can we all agree? Okay. That's my issue with, that's our issue with the merger. Now, I'm also not knowledgeable of the specificities of each of your positions. So I still took time to title it. So if the title don't match what I'm saying, fit it to wherever you are, with all due respect. So what we would like to say to the counsel is, by definition, counsel means to advise, especially given in accordance to the rules of convention and etiquette. And this has clearly not taken place. To the board members, if applicable, these individuals need to have a heart and a passion for the profession and not view it as just a position. There was only a handful, and by handful I mean two, individuals during that test that treated us like humans. They are in the room today. We'll leave that there. To the testing staff, should consider the human struggles and the difficulties that they purposely added to the students during that test. The merged board's communication, business process should consider this merger wasn't properly thought out and handled to the highest standard of general business practices, by which has caused thousands of people to, one, miss out on their dreams, two, destroy hope for the future, three, created financial burdens when people are searching for financial freedom. 4, created an even bigger stumbling block in the way of tax-paying citizens, and so much more. So now you may say, well, what are you asking for? Number 1, realistic, practical exam expectations according to each field, because that makes sense. Number 2, to be treated as humans and not robots during that testing exam. Number 3, business accountability and a public apology to everyone affected. Number 4, a revamp of this entire process and a transitional period for schools to prepare students for success and not failure. Number 5, disciplinary actions up to and including resignation, rollback, or termination if needed for all parties involved in the chaos that was created due to your failure to have considered basic human decency and a general business process and practice of human rights. Closing questions. Once again, if the title of the question is wrong, overlook the title because the question is still very applicable. To the politicians at power, who did you seek counsel from or with before making decisions to put people in power who don't operate in the industry that they're responsible for making decisions for? And I have a question, and I need an answer from everyone. How many of you would trust your medical professional to perform a major medical surgery on you while getting the advice from your mechanic?
No.
Thank you.
No.
And why would we do such a thing?
Not qualified.
Not qualified. Does it make sense, does it? So you can table that, you can pocket it, but it needs an internal answer whenever y'all meet again, because somebody should answer that one. Because if that doesn't work on a personal level, why should it be allowed to work in this particular industry? We have people making decisions about arenas that they never stepped foot in. Don't make sense.
Yes, sir.
To the council members, merge that with the politician. Y'all take this question. To the board members, how familiar are you with the current struggles of the industry that we face today? And do you do everything in your power to make that industry better each day? Answer that one on a personal level. To the staff members at the testing site, not all of them, do you realize how vital your role is in not only testing, but to help set up this industry for the future? And what do you gain for making it harder on us than the $1,500 we already put in, the thousands of dollars that we spent for school, the hours of drive time, the sacrifice of family time to pursue our dreams, and the current stress of today's economy that we all face? Does all of that not make it hard enough?
My Lord. Let's go, Adrian.
You know how to see that. I'm literally here asking other humans to treat other humans like humans.
Thank you.
How did we get here? I really need to know that. Outside of the lawyers, outside of the red tape, outside of the politicians, in whatever articles you have, we are all human, facing the same difficulties every day. I should not have to ask on the behalf of thousands of people to be treated like a human. I posted a video. There were 8.4 thousand views, 74 shares, 100 comments on one. 2.4 thousand views, 43 shares, 13 comments on another. 173 comments, 113 shares, and 15,000 views. 24 comments, 23 shares, and 2.4 thousand views. There's an old saying. If everyone is saying the same thing about you, it has to be you.
Yes, sir.
All of us is not lying on y'all. Now, for those of you who genuinely have a heart for what you're doing, I respect it. But for those of you who do not, you may want to consider either seeking counsel for those who do, or respectfully realizing that this may not be for you. Because if that logic was applied in the industry, you would be standing in my position. If teachers was mistreating your kids, you will go to that school. If the bankers was mismanaging your money, you would go to that bank. So what makes you think you should hold a position and not remember that you are a human at the end of the day, and we all deserve to be considered and treated as such? And with that being said, I digress.